Pull over. You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over. 3113 to 313.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. 10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-Ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207. You refuse to stop.
That was the calmest police evasion I've ever seen. That Orlando police officer there finally pulled over after a Seminole County Sheriff tried to, I guess, give him a ticket or at least ask him why he was speeding, allegedly. He was just going to work, bro. What the hell you think I'm dressed like this for? I thought they were about to throw down the middle of the road. The officer that was involved with this was Officer Alexander Shaouni, and he was allegedly driving 80 or maybe even 82 miles an hour. Let's look at one more shot of him. He's the one that was standing there. He was blurred out there, I guess because they wanted to protect his identity. That's Alexander. He was apparently driving 80 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour zone when, again, I'm not sure if he would have realized that another cop was pulling him over. He's like, oh yeah, cop with his lights on. That's what we do. But there's a bit of an update. This Florida cop was arrested, relieved of duty for reckless driving in his marked police cruiser. So they did catch up with him. And actually they point out it was even up to 82 miles an hour. This is what he's having to deal with though. The Orlando Police Department said that Shaouni hasn't been fired though, just relieved of duty, pending this investigation. And the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, however, is charging Shaouni with resisting an officer, reckless driving, and fleeing to elude a law enforcement officer. Apparently the lights and his siren were activated, and that's according to the arrest report back in June 9th. He's got a $9,000 bond. I would love to have caught this in real life, Jackson. But there's this, sometimes I had this assumption, I guess I'm naive, cops will interact with each other and be like, oh, how you doing, brother? Good stuff. Hey, continue your speeding. I've seen cops do all kinds of illegal stuff on the road.
Yeah, and he seemed to be actually concerned with the fact that he could hit somebody or cause an accident. But I guess it's cool if that happened because I'm a cop and I'm late to work. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be 5 minutes late to work. I can't be 10 minutes late to work. You probably can, because in most places, if you have a good attendance record, if you're generally, good contribution to the organization, people work with you. So I'm sure whatever it wasn't that big of a deal, but maybe he was extra late. I don't know. But yeah, no, that killed me. He was just like, no. He was like, let me see your ID. Like, no. I'm gonna pull off. And not only am I gonna pull off, I'm gonna pull off going 2 miles an hour faster than I was when you pulled me over. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
82. We going 82 miles an hour this time.
Just one of the things I want to actually see the follow-up for, and it's not going to be a news report, so we're kind of have to leave it from this point. But he was arrested. He's got the bond happening, and then the next thing's happening from another police department. So I always wonder the consequences when it comes to something like this, and are they then forced with some kind of punishments for this guy? Because it does seem like he didn't deny it. He just said, what are you doing? I'm trying to get to work. I'm late, bro.
It was like, whatever, man. Like, we do this all the time. Don't act like you don't do the same thing. Don't act like you don't be riding around 90, 100 miles an hour just because, you got to get to the game. So
we've seen these stories. Police officers that were drunk in their cars. We've done 2 or 3 of them since the show started here. Speeding. I think there was a couple racing down in Washington, D.C. area, and then they end up jumping a curb and I think killing an older gentleman. I've seen it personally multiple times of cops seeing a red light in normal traffic, flipping the lights, cruising.
Oh yeah.
Turning the lights right back on.
All the time, right. It just, that's it. And be like,
I want to make a citizen's arrest or a traffic ticket or something.
But I guess that's better. I guess that's still better than driving 80 or 82 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? In wherever it maybe be like 30 miles an hour speeding, 35 or something.
Yeah, it was 45 there, but still.